In this video, we're trying to share with you, as we talk about how money really works, the impact of sequence of returns during the distribution phase, meaning during retirement. And we're showing a 20-year period and using the last 20 years of returns from the S&P 500. So when we look at that, if you'll recall from our last video, there was $297,319 in your retirement account at the end of the 20-year period of time with those rates of return. If we use those same rates of return, in other words, if you were retiring in 1998, in January 1, 1999 was your beginning retirement. So we had the 20 years from 1999 through 2018. And if we had nearly $300,000 in the account, we would assume that we could take out about 6% or $18,000. So that's what you see happening here, is we're removing $18,000 a year to retire on. During that period of time, you can see the market was up 21% approximately in the first year. That's the actual historical returns. Then there was a 3-year downturn. Then we had a bunch of up years, and then a downturn, then a whole bunch of up years, and then a small negative. And what you see here is over the period of time, over that 20-year period of time, that the account increased to $337,000. But as we continued through time and as we had these negatives, over time, we ended up getting very, very low on funds. In fact, 20 years later, we're just about out of money. We've used all the principal and all the interest, all the returns from the market to fund our retirement. Now, what would happen if those returns were reversed? If we reverse them and we start out with a low negative in the first year and a whole bunch of positives, then a negative, you'll see that we have a very different outcome. And that outcome, instead of having about $37,000 in our account 20 years down the road, we have $324,000. So the sequence of returns is very, very important during the distribution phase. And if we take it a step further and go into a look at the random that we used in our previous examples, we'll see that by randomizing the returns, meaning what the stock market would actually do, it's very random. It's not predictable. We can't count on it. We might end up with $197,801 in our account at the end of 20 years. So we have a very, very big range of well over $300,000, clear down to $37,000. And one of the things that we haven't taken into consideration is the cost of the fees. Most retirement accounts are in mutual funds, and those mutual fund managers charge fees. And if we had something such as a 1% fee, you would see that now instead of 197, we've only got 119. If we look at the reversed returns, instead of having 324, we'd only have 229. That's a big difference. Dropping from 324, $815 down to 229,919. That is a significant difference and something we need to understand how fees impact, and we're going to talk about that in our next video. But we'll finish off by showing what happens if what exactly happened from 1999 to 2018, and there were people that retired in 1999, and this is more than likely how it looked for them. With a fee, they actually ran out of money about halfway through the 18th year. They did not have enough money to pull just 6% out of their account. So understanding how money really works and how sequence of returns impacts you is very, very important. And what you need to do to protect yourself from sequence of return or volatility is also part of our training videos. And we will address that in subsequent videos.